I'm Christy Shank with Canvas Cafe and Bakery. Today I'm going to show you how to make gingerbread biscotti. I've already made the dough. It's going to come out looking really sticky. That's okay. What you want to do is dust your table with some flour and then just dump the batter out, and then we're just going to coat it with some flour so it's a little bit less sticky before we throw it in the oven. Okay, that's good enough. You're not gonna be concerned that there is excess flour on the dough. It's not gonna be a big deal. What we're gonna do is kind of roll it out into a log. The thickness of the log that you wanna roll will depend on how big your biscotti are. So if you want tiny little biscotti, you need to roll in like a tiny tube. We are going for bigger biscotti, so we're just gonna do one bigger log. You're going to put it just in your sheet pan like that. Press it down so that you get a flat cookie when it comes out of the oven. And then you take this and throw it in a 350-degree oven. That'll bake anywhere in the neighborhood of 20-25 minutes, just until it's still soft in the middle. So we have taken the biscotti out of the oven and let it cool so that you can handle it. What we're going to do is cut it into strips to do the second bake, which is actually what biscotti means, twice baked. So we're just going to cut it into whatever size strips you want. Here at the restaurant we do pretty wide strips. So just cut them all. You can, this one's kind of soft, so it's okay to use this kind of knife. If you have a really crispy biscotti, you may need to use a serrated knife so it doesn't break everywhere, but this one is working pretty well. So after you have cut your biscotti into strips, you're just gonna place it on the sheet pan to do the second bake. You wanna give a little bit of space in between them so that the heat can get in there, because what we're trying to do basically is just crispen up the biscotti and dry it out a little bit so that when you put it in your coffee it can soak everything up.
How long?
These are going to bake probably another 15 minutes, but just until they're hard to the touch. You don't want them to be soft anymore. Okay, so what we've done, we have taken the biscotti out of the oven. They've cooled down so that you can handle them easily, and we have melted some chocolate over a double boiler. Just put a good bit of water into a pan and let your white chocolate melt slowly, otherwise it will burn. So we've got a good consistency here. We have also made some sugared cranberries, which I've just taken some dried cranberries, chopped them up, and tossed them in a little bit of sugar so that they separate. And we're going to use these as a garnish after we dip it in the white chocolate. For biscotti, you can dip them anyhow you want. Some people dip them bottom first and then sit them on the pan. You can dip them on the side. It's kind of however you want. For this, so that we get the drizzle down the sides and we can garnish with the cranberry, we're going to go in the side. So you just dip the biscotti in the white chocolate, shake off as much of the excess as you can, and then place it on your sheet pan. We're going to go chocolate side up on this because as soon as we dip all of these biscotti, then we're going to garnish it with the cranberry.
How long does it take for the chocolate to harden up?
This is a white chocolate coating, so you don't have to temper it. So it will be hard in probably just a minute or two. So if you're doing it like this, you can garnish each one individually, or you can do it in small batches like we have here. We just have 4, and then before the chocolate hardens up, then you just sprinkle the cranberries on top. What doesn't stick afterwards can just fall off, and that'll be fine. These are the white chocolate gingerbread biscottis that we have here at Canvas. Make them yourself or come get some for your holiday after dinner coffee.